Angel here, excited about this video because I get this question a lot too, like, Angel, how do I build my brand? What is a brand and how do I get people to know what my brand is? And I love this question because here's the thing. People often think that they are going to start a brand or they're going to build a brand, not realizing that your brand is already built. Your brand is who people think that you are, how people experience you. So you are already branded. However, when you talk about now I want to brand myself, all you're doing is now taking control or trying to do your best to take control of how other people see you and how other people perceive you and how other people experience you. So that's all branding is. It's now just doing your best to control the images and the viewpoints and the perception that other people have of you. Now, you will not convince all people and you will not sell your brand to everyone. However, it is important to be that brand. So by definition, the word brand simply means to mark someone. Actually, let me read it exactly verbatim. So it is to mark, like an animal, formerly a criminal or a slave, with a branding iron. So it's to easily identify someone or a thing or a particular thing. So that's all branding is. Now, for those who say, I want to build my brand or I want to start my brand, please keep in mind that your brand is already started. You already have a reputation out in the world, and now it's just you coming to the realization that now I want to control that as much as I possibly can. And so there are many ways to do this. You can do this through colors, through the most way that people typically think about when they think about branding is they think about their colors that they're going to put out into the marketplace or their logos. While that is a part of your branding, it is not all of your branding. However, I do want to share with you guys something very interesting about colors when you're choosing your colors for your brand, for your business, or for your personal brand. That and I'm actually going to, here's the chart right here. I'm actually going to put it in a link in the description box so you can click over there and read all of the colors. I'm not going to go through all of them in this video, but like red stands for passion and vitality and excitement. You know, when you think about Valentine's Day, you'll see so much red going through the marketplace. And one of my favorite ones is like, and also Target. You think about Target being their dot being red. Blue stands for trust, security, and strength. And when you think about like CVS, their color is blue, and Rite Aid, their color is blue because they are known to be trusted brands, so where people get their medication and things like that. So I'm going to put this chart in the description box below. It's going to take you over to my blog and you'll be able to read further into the rest of the colors. But I just want to give you 3 things when you think about branding yourself, now that you are coming to the conscious awareness of the fact that you are already branded. Now you just want to take control of that as much as you possibly can. And the first thing that you can do is, number 1, is to define your story, to know who you are and to write it down. Like, write out your story system. Excuse me, guys. Ooh. I was sitting on my foot was falling asleep. So I want you to write down your story systematically. Like when I go out and speak, or sometimes when I do my classes, if it's a bunch of people in there that don't know me, I'll briefly go over my story. You know, I was the youngest of 4. Grew up in a single home. I was often called dumb and stupid by people in my family, which as a consequence led me to failing the 9th grade 3 times. Like that, I tell that story in a systematic way. Story is going to be really important in you branding yourself and people getting to know who you are and what it is that you do. And the second thing that I want you to keep in mind in branding yourself is to watch how you treat people. Now, this can be how you treat people when you're driving down the street and somebody cuts you off and you're tempted to give them the finger, or if you're just however you choose to be out in public, and more importantly, not just out in public, but your character. Ooh, my timer. I'm trying to do shorter videos, you guys. But your character is who you are behind closed doors. However, your brand is what people see outside. And so be careful how you treat people. You know, there's a saying that says you never know when you are entertaining angels. You never know when there's an angel amongst you. Or what I absolutely love this truth is this. There is always someone watching you that can greatly bless you. I'm going to say that again. There is always someone watching you that is capable of changing your entire life. I can go through stories and stories right there, but I'm just going to leave that right there for the sake of this video. There's another saying that says that people will forget what you do for them. However, they'll never forget how you made them feel. So you want to make sure you're making people feel good as long as it's who you are. Not that you need to go out here and pretend to be someone that you're not. It's just a matter of building your character and getting to know and love yourself. So when you're out amongst people, you're not going to be having to put on an air to treat people nice and be respectful to other people. So that's the second thing. And the last and final thing is to pick 2 to 3 of your top colors. Now this is when you're branding your business and branding yourself. Pick a couple top 2 to 3 colors that you're going to be consistent with throughout all of your social media, throughout your website design. And I even like to take it a step further, and whenever I go out to speak or something like that, and even now, like, I just find myself gravitating towards either all black or something black and white. So just pick some colors that people can eventually start to see that and they will think of you. And you guys know that I love me some white fox fur. I love it so much so that I wrote the cover of my book, my latest book, is in this faux fur. So that's the third thing that you want to do, is just pick some colors that you're going to stick to, that you are going to be consistent with, because eventually people will be able to see something and easily identify you with that color, that fabric, that texture, or whatever it is that you choose to brand yourself with. And I also wanted to read you guys quickly out of, I don't know if I love her so much. Her name is Tabitha Coffey. She's a hairstylist. And this book is called Own It. I'll put also a link in the description box for those of you who want to get this book. I highly recommend it. I love it so much. But she talks about branding in this book, and I just want to read you something quickly. Branding is who you are, who you want to be, and who people perceive you to be. And she says in her case, and if you guys know her, you guys know this is very true. In her case, it's honest, empowering, and caring. Start out trying to identify 3 pillars you want associated with your business and build around that. I thought that was so interesting. And it goes on to talk about what your brand is not. It's just not a cute logo or a radio jingle. It's not a bunch of words or slogans that have empty lack of follow through. This is a really, really good book for you guys that are coming into the conscious awareness of the fact that you are already branded. However, now you want to take control of that. I love each and every one of you guys from the bottom to the top, and I'll see you guys in the next video.